What happened at Amritsar in 1984 led to a tragic loss of life and must never be forgotten. I know that 30 years on from this dreadful incident, it remains a source of deep pain to Sikhs everywhere. Last year I went to the Golden Temple and I saw for myself its beauty and its calm and what a special place it holds in the heart of Sikh people around the world. I completely understand the concerns that the documents raise, which is why as soon as I heard about them, I asked the Cabinet Secretary to urgently look into the role played by the UK government and to establish the facts. That process is underway, and I'd like to reassure the public, especially the Sikh community here in Britain and around the world, that the inquiry will be thorough, it will be transparent, and it will get to the truth.
On his Amritsar inquiry, instead of ordering a civil servant to investigate, why doesn't the Prime Minister just ask Lords Geoffrey Howe and Leon Britton what they agreed with Margaret Thatcher, and whether it had anything to do with the Westland helicopter deal at the time?
I fear the honourable gentleman might have gone a conspiracy theory too far on this one. Look, it is very important. It is very important that we get to the bottom of what happened, and that is why I've asked the Cabinet Secretary to lead this review. He will establish this urgently and establish the facts. The process is underway. I want it to be fast. I want it to find out the truth, and the findings will be made public. I remember and will never forget my own visit to the Golden Temple in Amritsar. It's one of the most beautiful and serene places anywhere on this planet, and what happened at Amritsar 30 years ago led to a tragic loss of life. It remains a source of deep pain to Sikhs everywhere. Prime Minister Singh, in my view, was absolutely right to apologise for what has happened, and I completely understand the concerns that these papers raise. So let's wait for the outcome of the review by Sir Jeremy Hayward. I don't want to prejudge the outcome, but I would note that so far it has not found any evidence to contradict the insistence by senior Indian Army commanders responsible at the time that the responsibility for this, it was planned and carried out solely by the Indian Army. I think that is important to put that, but we do need an inquiry so we can get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Prime Minister will be aware of the grave concern among British Sikhs about the reports in recent days of UK involvement in Operation Blue Star to storm the Golden Temple. He will also be aware that the broader events of 1984 in India resulted in the death of thousands of innocent Sikhs, and that this has left lasting grief and pain in the Sikh community here in the UK and around the world. This is an open wound which will not heal until the full truth is told. So can I ask him, on the process he has set up, whether he will ensure there is full disclosure of all government papers and information from that time, and that there is also, following that, a proper statement in this House where ministers can be questioned about this?
Minister.
Well, I think, first of all, can I agree with him about the deep scars that this event left and the incredibly strong feelings that exist to this day. And as I say, anyone who visits the Golden Temple at Amritsar and sees what an extraordinary place of peace and tranquility and what an important site it is for the Sikh religion knows how powerful this point is. We're going to make sure this inquiry is held properly. Its findings will be made public, which I think is vitally important. As I say, in the end, I don't think anyone should take away the responsibility for these events with the people who are properly responsible for them, and I'm sure the inquiry will find that. In terms of holding a statement and revealing this information and the findings to the House, I'll listen carefully to what he says, but I think a statement might well be the right approach.